Well, give Notre Dame credit. They came out and won the football game. Played a good physical football game the entire game. We kept it close for a while. I thought our guys played hard, gave great effort to the very end. Our defense played very well in the first half, kept us in the game. We came out in the second half. I thought started to move the ball more on offense, and unfortunately, they hit a couple big plays. Went over the top and moved the ball a little bit and hit a big run for a touchdown. So give Notre Dame credit. They outplayed us. We've got a lot of things to work on, to find ways to improve and get better. But I do like the fact that our guys played hard to the end.
Any update on David Bell and what happened to him for sure?
Well, I don't really have an update yet, so I don't have anything to tell you.
What about Corey Trice? I mean, ankle injury, is there any long-term prognosis for him?
Well, he got injured in practice, unfortunately, and he'll be out for a while.
Were you more aggressive on defense today than the first 2 weeks, as far as blitzes and everything?
Well, I thought we did a good job in the first half. And, we kept them in check. We got after the quarterback. Unfortunately, the second half, I thought they made some adjustments and played better against our defense. Our defense probably wore down and gave up a few big plays. It hurt us. Take those away. We played pretty hard. Unfortunately, just didn't play well enough overall.
Just the change of quarterback in the fourth quarter.
Well, we feel like we got two guys and multiple guys that can play for us. So at any point in time, we're going to play multiple guys. Jack had been hit a lot under duress, and Aiden came in and distributed the ball pretty good. Unfortunately, we got the 2 interceptions at the end. Other than that, we did move the ball up and down the field.
Is Jack still your guy right now?
Yeah, Jack's our starter. But we, like I said, we're not going to hesitate to play multiple guys if we need to, and all those guys can bring value to the team and can help us at some point in time.
Offensive line obviously did not have a great day. Jack, like you said, Jack didn't have a lot of time to throw. The rushing wasn't good. Where do you have to get better now going into Big Ten play up front?
Well, from here on out, what I told our football team is every game is going to be like this. We're going to have physical matches. We're going to have good defenses. We're going to have sound running attacks. We're going to have to just play better overall in order to win. So we'll have to watch the film and figure out ways to get better. But you know what? Running the football and getting points and having balance, but creating big plays is important. It was tough to get play action on these guys. They played deep on us. And then they rushed the passer eventually, so we couldn't hold it too long. So, we've got to just be creative and figuring out ways to score points. I don't think we did near as good on special teams as I would have liked, unfortunately. So there's areas to improve there. So we've got a lot of areas to improve, and we've got to get it done to get ready for Illinois next week.
When are you going to do a punter now?
Well, there's competition, so if one's not punting good, the other one's coming in, and I think they know that. And if the second one's not punting good, the third one's coming in. So we've done a better job in practice. Unfortunately, it hasn't carried over to the game. I think maybe we had one really good punt, and then from there a couple miscues, and that can't happen. We have to have more consistency. We've worked hard at it, but it has to carry over to the game. So whoever's hot, that's who will play.
I feel like you just kind of missed some opportunities in the first half with field position to build on the lead that you did have.
We did. We had a chance in the first quarter to get more points, and due to a lot of different things, we didn't get the first downs we needed to. We didn't create big plays, and didn't execute the way we'd like. So we'll have to go back and look at it, but we've got to take advantage of that. There were definitely some opportunities early on to get a lead and to put them in a bind, and unfortunately we didn't capitalize.
Is there anything about today's game that leads you to believe that your team will be okay once the Big Ten starts? Just whether it's one area, 2 areas, because as you mentioned, this is kind of like going to be like a Big Ten game. What you're going to see the rest of the way.
Well, I like the fight of our football team. They worked hard in practice. They played hard. We've had a couple of injuries and things that may hurt us a little bit, but we've got to fight through that. And there are some key players that we can't afford to lose, so we've got to get as many guys healthy to the game as we can, but understand that every week we've got an opportunity to win. We've got an opportunity to lose, and we've got to get better at the mistakes we made today. We've got to come out and execute sharper and crisper in all 3 components in order to have a chance. And I knew coming to this game, all 3 components had to slightly win in order for us to come out with the W, and that didn't happen.
Just Jamari Brown, you know, how he played today. I know you probably dig deeper on the film, but just first glance how he held up out of cornerback.
I thought overall he played hard, did some really good things. I know he may have had the one pass interference, but other than that, he guarded guys, he challenged routes. He had to step up due to Corey being out. So it was good to see that, you know, we had a viable option out there, and I thought for the most part he did a good game and a lot of things we can build on there.
What about King DeRoof filling in primarily for Xander?
I think King, for the most part, played pretty well. He broke a couple nice runs there in the second half. You know, we rotated some backs early on, then we kind of went with King a little bit more. He has a little more experience and savvy and know-how. You just got to continue to get better. We've got to, you know, Garrett Miller, one of our tight ends, was injured. We lost Jack Crayback with an injury, so we were down to blockers a little bit. But we've got to figure out some other guys that could maybe, you know, help us blocking to get the run game going.
Defensively, they seem all a little bit different. You know, new coordinator, they've only had 2 games. They came out a lot, at least early in time in nickel, which they weren't doing much the first 2 games. I mean, was there any, not surprises, but defensively, how they match up versus?
Well, they gave us a lot of looks. You know, they played the pass a little bit and didn't let us throw it over their head. So it took away some of our shots. And we weren't good enough to run the ball as efficiently as we could. So I'll give them credit. I mean, they've got good players. They're going to continue to get better. We didn't play, you know, an A game for sure.
Is this defense more along the lines of the identity of the football team you want to have compared to a year ago?
Our defense?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. No, I think our defense, through fall camp, through spring practice, you know, the first 3 games, we're playing hard, we're playing aggressive. We've got experience on that side of the ball. You know, we want to continue to challenge things as much as we can, try to eliminate as many big plays as we can. But, you know, I think offensively and special teams, we could have picked up the slack a little bit and taken advantage of some opportunities in the first half to get us a lead. We didn't do it. Came out in the second half, played a little bit better. Got some things going and moved the chains. Unfortunately, the defense wore down a little bit and they hit some plays, but I thought they played hard. And I think they'll continue to do well.
Offensively, it seemed like Jackson was one of very few bright spots. He had a big game, a couple big plays that put you in scoring position.
Well, Jackson plays hard and he goes hard and he gives us everything he's got. We're glad we have him on our team. You know, they were rolling up the coverage a little bit on the outside and we needed to hit the middle of the field more. So eventually we did that more in the second half and that opened up some things.
Did you feel at the end, we took a couple deep shots that you just had to score quickly there? You know, one gets picked and I think another one's just kind of thrown over the guy, but it felt like we need 2 scores, we got to hit a
Well, we
big one.
did. I mean, we kind of nickeled and dimed it down the field and got us in scoring range. And unfortunately, the first interception of Payne probably hit him in the hands. I'm not positive from where I was at, but it looked like a pretty decent pass. And Payne was probably tired, bounced off his hands. And the second one, we got a little greedy on that one. We were probably open on the other side. Needed to throw the check down and kind of just toss it deep. We didn't have to. So, but overall, Aiden, you know, can pass the football and can move the chains. But you know, numerous things we can work on.
Time for a couple more, please.
George okay? I don't think he was in the last 2 series.
As far as I know.
Okay.
Okay, thank you guys.